We keep asking because we're all a lot lower than 8 million when to start adding people in. Our concern is more of what maximum would you be willing to spend to get something off your plate, and that should kind of tell us when to start hiring these different roles and responsibilities. Is when is it time to start giving away that percentage and hiring that out?
Leverage, right? For what amount of effort do you have to put in, right? So I'm going to try and draw a hand right now. That's a bicep, right? So what amount of force does it take to do to create the biggest uplift in revenue, right? Then this is creating the leverage over your time. And so what are the highest value activities that you can do? If you're, say, at 3 million, then yeah, someone in the comments suggested maybe I'll get a production manager that also does site supervisor duties. That's no problem, right? At 3 million, he's doing 0.68 jobs per day, right? Maybe with repairs, he's doing 1.5 jobs per day. This is 3 hours worth of work, right? So that's 3 hours a day. So then, yeah, he comes in, gets himself set up for the day, and then goes out and does site supervisor. So he's checking on jobs, he's checking on crews, knocking on doors of the neighbors, making sure that they're happy, that they're enjoying the process. He's just a production manager. He wants to make sure they're happy. If they have any questions or want to get an install, they can scan this QR code, right? Or he can give them the card, hey, send a lead, but try and get the lead, right? And that's what he's doing for the remaining three to 4 hours a day. Because at this point, yeah, production manager can create where is his most time, right? The highest leverage he has is at the beginning of the day, setting up the day properly and understanding what's about to happen throughout the day. You know what the crews are doing in the morning, setting up the site, ripping off the roof. If he's doing this for 3 hours a day, well, when he gets out there actually checking on jobs and going on what? He's checking on one job a day, two a day max. Well, then he's checking to make sure they're being prepped and installed properly, right? Making sure they have the requisite materials if there's any change orders that happen or needs to go drop them off some plywood. So then that lower value activity he's doing after. But if you're trying to do it all as an owner, right? And if you're trying to be CEO, and sales manager, production manager, marketing director, the bookkeeper, the accountant, right? It's too much. So you have to think, well, what does it cost to hire a marketing agency? How much do you have to spend to hire a marketing agency to offload the majority of your marketing decisions? That's like a blue cost. Then if you look at the bookkeeper, that's like a red cost. It's a waste of your time. It's mostly pushing paper around. Accounting, kind of like a blue cost. You should probably get accounting done by someone else. Bookkeeper for sure. And then when you think of like, oh, production management and sales management, well, which one makes you money, right? This one, because without this, you don't have a need for that. So this is the last thing that you should let go of, right? And then you're still CEO. So you're still leading and managing the company, but then you also have to think that requires you to be hiring, right? This job still requires you to be managing relationships with the suppliers and vendors and stuff like that, right? But some of that comes down to CEO tasks because the four corners of running a business is going to be innovative campaigns, leadership development, systems and processes, and business development, right? Those are the four corners of being a CEO. So innovative campaigns, you get to work with your marketing director or your marketing company on that. Leadership development, CEO tasks, and you never want to get rid of that. Business development, this is very part-time as a basis. And system and process, you've got RBP helping you. And so then you just have to worry about the adoption and the implementation. And training the team how to do it is part of your leadership development. Anything that isn't those four activities, you have to gradually start getting rid of. And so at, say, 3 million, you should absolutely have this role, this is part-time, right? And this is an agency. Does that answer your question?
Yes, sir. Thank you.